the special weekend edition. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Sunday, May 19th, 2024. Let's go to Congo, where an attempted coup had taken place. The military of the Democratic Republic of Congo says that it foiled an attempted coup against President Felix Tshisekedi in the capital of Kinshasa. The army spokesperson, Brigadier General, said that several suspects have been detained and that, quote unquote, the situation is under control.
L'armée de la République démocratique du Congo porte à la connaissance de l'opinion nationale et internationale qu'une tentative de coup d'État a été étouffée dans l'œuf par les forces de défense et de sécurité.
His statement comes hours after armed men attacked the house of the former chief of staff and close ally to the president on early Sunday morning. Witnesses say a group of about 20 assailants in army uniform attacked the residence and exchanged gunfire followed. 2 guards and an assailant were killed in the attack. The men also occupied the Palais de la Nation, the office of the president. President Tshisekedi has yet to make any public comment in the situation so far. Local media reports say that the assailants were members of the New Zaire movement. A few American nationals were among the assailants and are seen rounded up in videos across social media.
Sisters, the time has come of our time. The brave men who walked with me stood up and said it's enough with this road regime, a dictatorship, a regime that has sucked our blood with the military. Say it's enough. I go by the name of Christian Malanga. My brothers and sisters, we came here today to see a change. We acted as a change. Okay? We can't do this alone. We're sick and tired of our politicians. My brothers and sisters, the time has come for us to stand up. Stand up where we are.
The New Zaire movement was linked to formerly exiled politician Christian Malanga. Reports are coming in that Malanga was killed in the arrest of the attempted coup. President Tshisekedi was re-elected for a second term back in December. He won about 78% of the vote. Congo is a country with vast mineral wealth and huge population. Much of the country's natural resources lie in the east, where violence still rages despite Tshisekedi's attempts to deal with the situation. Those in Congo, let us know your thoughts on the attempted coup and also the military foiling the plan. Did you get a chance to witness that on TV? Let us know your thoughts. Let's go to South Africa, where the former president campaigns in his stronghold. South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, put on a show of strength in the historic township of Soweto as he campaigned for the votes for the May 29th general election.
Orlando la. Isizathu esibangela ukuthi thina njengenhlangano umkhonto wesizwe ngeke sahamba siye kwezinye indawo sizoza la eOrlando ngezizathu ezibalulekile.
Having announced his resignation from the governing African National Congress known as the ANC, he now has joined the former president's new party, Umkhonto weSizwe, which translates to Spear of the Nation. Jacob Zuma's decision to hold the biggest campaign rally in Soweto was significant because it's also a stronghold of the ANC. The ANC has long ties to the apartheid era of South Africa, but now the ANC risks losing its majority as it faces a threat from Zuma's breakaway party as well as other opposition parties. President Cyril Ramaphosa ousted Jacob Zuma as president back in 2018 after a vicious power struggle. South Africa's highest court has yet to make a ruling on whether Jacob Zuma can serve as a lawmaker in the next parliament. The Electoral Commission argues that the Constitution bars anyone who was sentenced to do more than 12 months in prison. Those in South Africa, let us know on if you were in Soweto, if you were in the crowds. Also, let us know where you side. Let us know which party you're gonna vote for. Is it the ANC? Is it the MK of Jacob Zuma? Is it the EFF of Julius Malema, or the others? Let's go to Niger, where the U.S. gives a date for their departure. Niger and the United States have come to an agreement that American troops will leave the country no later than September 15th of this year. They said that the two countries have reached a disengagement agreement to effect the withdrawal of U.S. forces. The U.S. has relied on Niger as its primary base for monitoring jihadist activities in the region. The statement commended the joint sacrifices of Nigerian and U.S. forces in the fight against terrorism. The statement also said that the withdrawal would not affect the continuation of relations between the two countries. Back in March, Niger announced the end of its military agreement with the U.S. Military spokesperson Colonel Amadou Abdulrahman Tishiani accused the U.S. of raising objections about the allies that Niger has chosen. Colonel Abdulrahman condemned the U.S. for its condescending attitude and threat of reprisals. Tension spiked between the U.S. and Niger after President Mohamed Bazoum was overthrown last year. American forces have used two military bases in Niger to monitor militant groups in the Sahel region. The U.S. built a $100 million military base 6 years ago in the country, and the U.S. has more than 1,000 troops stationed at the base. As Niger has distanced himself from the West, it's drawn closer to Russia. Last month, Russian military instructors arrived in the country as part of a new agreement. Niger has formed strong regional alliances also with fellow military-led nations of Burkina Faso and Mali. The trio have quit ECOWAS and the French-backed G5, saying that it was ineffectual and that they undermined African sovereignty. Those in Niger, let us know your thoughts on the U.S. giving a date of September later this year to withdraw all of their troops. Let's go to the Caribbean. And there we go to Guyana, where they get to work and get the force ready for the oil boom. Guyanese President Dr. Irfan Ali said on Saturday that the government is targeting 3,000 new jobs for its gas and oil sector. Already, 650 people are registered for the one-month program, which exposes participants to rigorous theoretical and practical instructions in the welding fields. At the end of the training, graduates will be given a city and guild certificate that will be accepted worldwide. Speaking at the program launch, President Ali said that following this initial phase, the government plans to introduce the program in each of its 10 administrative regions to expand its reach. President Ali commended the registrants for taking a bold step towards upskilling and positioning themselves at the helm of Guyana's economic transformation. The president also added that the aim is to ensure that at the end of the program, each participant is gainfully employed. Those in Guyana, let us know on if you are one of the participants looking to gain further skills in the gas and oil sector. When we come back, we'll have today's African Proverb of the Day. Don't go anywhere.
New release of the Spring Summer Collection. Visit www.mckadero.com.
Don't send money back home. So there's a few things why. Number one, get the voices out of your head. Usually when you're sending money back home, it's because your mom's voice.
Precious! Precious! Get down here, bitch!
Your dad's voice.
Wait a minute, man. What's all this about grandkids, man? You've been using the rubbers I gave you, ain't you?
Your uncle with the wooden leg. Your aunt with the glass eye.
Should we have a chat now?
Amika, welcome to this morning.
Welcome to this morning. I'm thrilled to be here, and I can't wait for the fun to begin.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day. And it comes to us from the Caribbean nation of Guyana, Wagwan. And it reads, "Not every crab hole get crab." Once again, not every crab hole get crab. Guyanese proverb. What this means is that you should be prepared for if anything goes wrong. This is how I interpret it. So for instance, let's say you have plans on, here in the United States, summer is upon us. And if you had bought a bike, but it got stolen, let's say, hey, recently, what are you going to do? Are you just not going to exercise or use your free time to enjoy the parks and the bike trails that are in your city? What are you going to do? Also, for instance, let's say if your significant other hits you with divorce papers, what are you going to do? Are you going to cry? Are you going to say, why is this happening to me? Oh. What are you going to do? You should always have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, but you should more importantly expect for the unexpected. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. Or Kush News on Kush Convos TV. I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.